This is Woodle Tree Worlds 2. This is a game I played last year, just briefly, and it kept crashing on me, but I managed to play a good few hours now of this game. There are 8 little different worlds to choose from. I haven't visited them all. I've visited the ice world and everything else, and each has its own little zone and puzzles that will, well, not kind of confuse you or put you at any stressful level, because it is aimed at children. The graphics themselves are cutesy and very much like Pokemon meets Minecraft meets, I don't know, hallucinogenic drugs. It is very, very addictive if you're under the age of 10, maybe pushing it there, but the enemies aren't very imaginative. It's not the worst game I played. It did have a lot of charm to it, but it is very, very much an open world game, and it has a lot of loading times as well. Sometimes it'll crash, not as often as it used to when it first launched. Thankfully it's been addressed to a degree, but there's still these annoying little loading screen pauses in between areas, not just worlds but areas, which is kind of puzzling because it's not exactly next gen graphics. It's basically a kiddie platformer, really, and that's all it is. It's aimed at that demographic, that age group. It's not a horrid game. It's not brilliant. Your main mission is to go through all these worlds and collect 3 sacred water drops for these 8 trees to bring them back to life or to reanimate them. I think I haven't really got that far. It didn't really grab me because I'm not at that age where this sort of game would appeal to me, but I'd stuck with it for a good few hours. I let the kids play it to get their view on the game. They enjoyed playing it. They found some of the jumps very difficult to a degree because of the camera angle, the character. The enemies weren't very challenging, except these little purple mites, which are little buggers, and they're actually fun. When aiming your little droplets to kill them, it kills me there, but when you aim the little water drops to kill them, they can be a bit off center, so you think you're throwing your weapon, your little ball, in a straight line. It'll go off to an angle, which can be a bit frustrating for the younger gamer and me. There's a definite description on what is cute and what's not, and some of these things are really cute, like this sleeping puffball thing, which you can use to jump to high levels and ledges. There's also these really awkward little jump areas where you think you've got a clear jump to the next podium there, and you just completely miss it, and that can annoy. But thankfully the annoying bits of this game aren't game ending really, because you can have a lot of fun if you know where to look, and there's plenty to look for really, because it is huge, this map. The world itself is unique in different areas, but it does get a bit samey with the enemies being a bit bland and the friendlies kind of getting in your way at times. The camera angle can irritate. The puzzles are pretty cool. Swinging the sign here will activate this little glyph, and then you go into the next area or world depending on where you are, and yeah, that is kind of a cool trick. And you can also use those as markers, so if you do die you will respawn in certain marker areas, so don't worry about backtracking too much, you're covered there. The game itself, after about 3-4 hours, started to get very repetitive, and I got bored. I passed it on to, as I said, to my kids. They enjoyed it a lot more than I did, and they played a lot longer than I did, and they wanted to play again. Some of these cutie enemies can be annoying. There's no real risk and no frustrating challenge to any child really, and they found them more humorous than anything. The level design is, well, pretty poor. It's not the worst level design. I've seen worse games, worse levels before, but this is it's not bad level design. It's just boring level design. It's just kind of uninspired in areas like this. It's just like a lot of filler. That's what it feels like to me. The game itself is worth it because it's not overly expensive, but it's not a game that will really captivate me or my children for too long. They do get bored with it. And again, I have to say that the sound is a problem. Music will come on and then disappear, so you end up with like hissing in the background or no noise at all, which is a bit bizarre, and that's still not been fixed. And yeah, it does have its issues. The game's loading is the main downfall for me, and with that being said, I could recommend it for children, but I wouldn't recommend it for the average gamer. It's cutesy and it'll keep young children entertained for a good few hours, but for myself, I'd avoid it. But yeah, if you've got kids, give it a go.